What's that? You want a fridge and freezer? What? What's that you say? You want a fridge and freezer clean out video? I am here to please my friends. Tonight, we're doing clearance Naan pizzas. My kids are gonna be thrilled. My freezer's gonna be thrilled. I bought these a little while ago. Let's see, middle of October. These were $4.99 each, stuck them in the freezer. I even have some clearance pepperoni and a huge guy of bacon bits that I picked up for Thanksgiving. That bacon, pizza, bacon pizza, psh, it's brilliant. And thank you to Thrive Market for not only sponsoring today's video, but also providing me with this Primal Kitchen unsweetened pizza sauce. It's delicioso. It's like one of my favorites. We'll talk more about Thrive Market a little bit later. Oven's preheating to 425. Let me get the mozzarella. What does Marshall say about the mozzarella? That sweet mistress.
A pickle. The most playful little pickle.
Let me get the mozzarella, put these together, and then we feast. I have the shredded kind, because it's easy. Should we play some Newfound Glory? Should we? Should we? Alexa, shuffle songs by Newfound Glory. For this pizza, I'm gonna do some things I found in the fridge. We'll start it off with this Thai chili sauce as our sauce.
I love that chili sauce, by the way.
Whoa, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. I didn't mean to do quite that much on that one. Maybe if I spread it out, it'll be fine. There's my Thai chili sauce, and I have this leftover chicken from the fridge. So I just diced it up nice. It is cooked and seasoned. So half will go on each one of these. So we're doing like a Thai chicken situation here. And I will put mozzarella on it. Not too much, but it's such a mild cheese that I think it'll be fine. And I love this pizza pan with the holes in it. It makes the crispiest crust. It's the best. I don't even remember where I got this. I've had it forever. It is my favorite. Like, look how easy this is coming together. And I'm using up leftovers that are in my fridge, like the leftover chicken, all the condiments. I mean, if you feel like you are finally adulting because you have 20 opened condiments in your fridge drawer, hook me up with a thumbs up if you haven't done that yet. This is gonna go in 425 for 10 minutes, and then we're gonna top it with this Sir Kensington's gochujang sauce. Did I say that right? Hopefully. Thank you, Thrive Market, for sponsoring today's video. You'll notice when I do cooking, you'll see a lot of Thrive Market products. Their olive oil is one of my favorites. The salsa, another one of my favorites. If I run out, I have to order more. They are an online market where you can get groceries, cleaning products, baby products, skincare, personal items. I've heard it been said that things are more expensive on Thrive. Well, my friends, if you can find that price cheaper anywhere else, they will match it. You will get the best price no matter what. Another thing I want to mention is that Thrive Market guarantees that you will save the dollar amount of the annual subscription. And if you don't, they will credit you the difference. I know, this is like, you cannot go wrong trying this out. It is a subscription-based membership. The best deal is the annual. It comes out to only $5 a month, and if you decide you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund you the money in the first 30 days. No questions asked. I also love them because for every paid membership, they gift a membership through the Thrive Gives program. And I particularly love them for people who have specific dietary needs, eating restrictions, or people like me who live in a small town and want specialty ingredients and cannot find them, because you can basically find everything, like everything you could ever want. So if you eat vegetarian or vegan or keto or gluten-free or whatever it is, you can sort by that diet preference or need, and then it will give you all of the products that fall within those guidelines. Cool, right? Now, I haven't placed an order in a few months, but this time, as I've been cleaning out my freezers and pantry, I'm like, oh, look at all these Thrive Market products. This time, I decided to buy something I haven't bought at standard grocery stores, and that's seafood. I went to their frozen section and I bought salmon, sea scallops, halibut, tuna steaks, because as I was going through everything, I'm like, there's a lot of beef, there's a lot of chicken, where's the fish? Where's the seafood? It's so good for you, and I'm not utilizing that as an option. So I definitely wanted to change that around with my Thrive Market order this month. And I picked up our Christmas dinner, this gorgeous, like uncured bone-in ham. It's spectacular. So I have our Christmas dinner purchased. It's here, it's in my freezer. Everything comes like in dry ice packages. Everything is frozen solid when it arrives because it ships so quickly. Are they gonna give you a deal today? 100% yes. If you sign up with my link down below, they're gonna give you 30% off of your first order and a free gift up to 60 bucks. thrivemarket.com/frugalfitmom. It will be the first link down in the doobly-doo below. Thank you to Thrive Market for sponsoring. Let's get back to more fridge, freezer, and pantry clean out. I made pancakes. I had half a box of this Funfetti Oreo. So it was like 2 cups of mix. I made the pancakes. My kids are getting pancakes as an after-school snack today, and we got something out. I wanna prep dinner for tonight, so come along with me while we do that. So I got out some ground beef yesterday to thaw. Here it is. I don't remember when I got this on clearance, but here it is, $1.99 a pound for this beautiful, is it Wagyu ground beef? So we'll make burger patties out of this. I believe this is 3 pounds, so I'm gonna make 10 or 12 patties. I wanna get some spices. I have this gourmet burger seasoning. We'll use this, as well as, I had all these hamburger buns in my freezer. So this is a Dave's Killer Bread hamburger bun, clearance tag right there. In the freezer, there's like 1 bun in this one, and then 1 bun here. So apparently I thought these might go moldy and stuck them all in the freezer at some point. So I have, I don't know, maybe 8 buns. So if I have extra patties, we can either use regular bread or I can meal prep them with veggies. I'm gonna get started just mixing this up in a bowl and forming patties. That's as simple as it gets. These are quite large, like 1/3 of a pound patties. I'm gonna do another little sprinkle just on top of this. If you had wax paper, you could also use that, but I'm just stacking these so I can wrap them in saran wrap and stick them back in the fridge until it is time to eat. I was gonna grill these outside. It's 15 degrees right now outside. I might do cast iron skillet, and I'm gonna show you the most amazing topping for your burgers. You are not gonna wanna miss it. Here are my burgers sitting right here, ready to go. And I think what we're gonna do, what's this? Oh, those are apples. I wanted to do a butternut squash and some potatoes. These are, oh, those are carrots. Maybe we do carrots. I wanted to do a side of some kind. These are all the garden veggies that I got that we have not used yet. So let me think on that for a second. Can do these potatoes right here. And I do have 1 butternut squash that was in my fridge, the inside fridge. So let's roast this up in the oven. I'll cook these in the air fryer, and this will be our sides to go with our burgers tonight. I have some butter and 1.5 large purple onions, red onions, whatever. These are going to cook down for at least 10 minutes. They're gonna get really, really dark. We will add a little bit of brown sugar, maybe a touch of vinegar in here. And we're gonna top our burgers with some caramelized onions, and it's gonna be life-changing. If you've never done this, you have to try it. At this point, I added about a tablespoon of white wine vinegar and 1/4 cup of brown sugar. It's starting to get brown. We just want it to get a little more saucy. So I'm gonna keep my eye on it, kind of stir in this sugar and let the sugar brown up nicely. We are there. This is what you want them to look like onion jam. Yeah. did find some clearance vegetables, and I thought these would be a great way to meal prep with the rest of that chicken that I have. Sometimes you just need some green veggies. So my favorite way to do this is to take this seasoning packet, I'll use that later, and just dump the stir fry mix in here. Make sure there's no bad spots. That one looks a little bad, so I'll pull that one out. But usually anything with cabbage and carrots will last much longer than the box states, but these sugar snap peas, not so long. So I'm gonna pull those out. But you can see that these carrot chunks and these cabbage chunks are totally fine. They just last forever as long as they're refrigerated correctly. So here comes the other one. Pull that out. I have some avocado oil. You can use oil in an air fryer. I don't use that much, it's a drizzle. And I'm just gonna use your basic salt and pepper because I will most likely use a sauce later when I eat it with the chicken. So I'm just gonna mix these up, make sure I get all that salt and pepper distributed everywhere, and then pop this into the air fryer. And I believe my air fryer has a broccoli button, so we're gonna try that button and kind of see what it looks like. If they're not done, you can just set it for another, you know, an extra 5 minutes. Okay, my veggies are done, so it is time to divvy up the rest of my chicken and meal prep the last few containers that I have. I really like these huge ones when you have salads or a lot of veggies. This is your standard meal prep. Like you can see how big this one is. And I have a few leftover potatoes from when we had the burgers. So I'll go ahead and divvy those out as well. So I'm gonna put chicken in this one, but I had leftover burger patties also because they were so huge. So I'm gonna do burger patties in these two. So I have my burger patties, my chicken, potatoes, roasted veggies, and now we have some serious meal prep going on for the next like 3 days is all it is. Oh my gosh. I have this large box of Kodiak Power Balls that I picked up from the Costco returns. I did a whole video on that, and so I thought I would actually use it up today. I will make the first bag in here. These are so easy. And I'm just thinking after school snacks, 1/3 of a cup of honey. I did spray the measuring cup, but it is still sticking a little bit. Honey's just sticky. That's just a fact of life. And 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter or whatever butter you prefer. And the great news about this is that I emptied out 2 open peanut butter containers in my pantry, like open. Why? I don't know. It's not like one was crunchy and one was smooth. They were both smooth. They were both open. I don't know what that is about, but I am happy to eliminate some condiments. It says hand stir, and since I don't feel like having peanut butter hands all day long, that peanut butter smell like never comes out. I'm gonna put on some gloves, and then it's supposed to make 14 little balls. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna pop these in the fridge, and I am set for when those hangry teenagers arrive home from school and wanna eat all the things. In my hunt to clean out the fridge and freezers, I stumbled across all this kale. And when you see kale, what do you think? When I see kale, I think Zuppa Toscana. That's what I think. Oh look, I happen to have some sausage in my freezer. Look at that, I just pulled it out to thaw. The only other items that I need, chicken broth, which I always have at my house. Some onion, yes, always have that. Some garlic, yes, always have that. A little bit of heavy cream, which I don't always have, however, booyah. And some potatoes, which I always have. I will leave my recipe for Zuppa Toscana down below in the description box. I cannot make it right now because so I can't show you that, but I can show you that this is what we are having for dinner tonight. I also have some homemade bread that will like dip in. Oh my gosh, have you seen my homemade no knead artisan bread recipe? Have you? I'll show it to you real quick. It's right here. 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of yeast, and 1 teaspoon of salt. You could also use a 1/2 teaspoon of yeast here if you just want to let it sit for about 8 hours. I'm trying to speed up the process a little bit today. We're gonna go for like a 4-hour rise. That's the beginning, and all I need to do to my just plain bread is a 1.5 cups of warm water. Okay, now I just need to let it rise for a few hours. Easy. To be clear, the bread dough needs to sit on the counter. On the counter, this does not go in the fridge, until it gets very bubbly. It's going to look very, very wet. Something like this. The next step is to get your bread pans ready. They are going to go into a cold oven, and then we will preheat the oven with these inside at 450 degrees. There you go, cold and somewhat dirty oven. And we're gonna go 450 degrees. Starting with a clean counter, I will do a little sprinkly sprinkle of flour. You see how sticky this is? This is the way you want it to be. Very, very sticky. It's gonna give such a nice texture once the bread is cooked. So a little flour on top, and we're just gonna do just a quick little flip. I'm not even really kneading it, I'm just forming it in a ball. It has been 30 minutes, so I am going to take my loaves of bread and place them in my Dutch ovens, which I have pulled from the oven. These are very, very hot, so no touchy. You can sprinkle the bottom with cornmeal or use parchment paper, which is what I'm going to use today. Just like that. No, there's no grease or anything in here, just the parchment paper. And if you use cornmeal, it's the same. No grease or anything like that. These are getting covered with the lids, like this. Lids are on, and they are going back into the 450 degree oven for 30 minutes. At the 30-minute mark, I will take off, oh, look how gorgeous that is. I'm gonna take these lids off and let them go another 15 minutes. Cooked really beautifully, the crust is really nice. My tip for you is to not cut these for at least 30 minutes. Okay, that bread, I'm telling you, like dipped into some soup, soak up the delicious spicy broth. You cannot go wrong. For today's giveaway, you can't do any cooking in the kitchen if you don't have a high quality knife, which is what my kids call it. It's a knife. I'm going to be giving away this knife, although not this one, a new one. My Misen chef knife, that's what I'm going to be giving away today. To enter into the giveaway, subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave me a comment down below saying, I want the knife, and follow me on Instagram at FrugalFitMom6. I will reply to your comment, and check my community tab. It's where I'm announcing all of the winners for all of the giveaways for my 12 days of Christmas giveaways. Let's get back to the video. Thank you so much for joining me on today's Clean Out the Pantry video. And if you want to try out that deal from Thrive Market, 30% off your first order plus up to a $60 free gift. First link down below. Don't forget about entering my giveaway today. I'll see you tomorrow.